Hey everybody, here's a little update video on the Alpha Tracker by Snowtack Knives YouTube channel. I did a previous video where I used this knife for the first time out at the fire pit. It worked great, except for one thing, and that was this toothy spine right here. And if you saw that other video, then you might remember that when I was using this toothy spine to grind up material, grind up wood shavings for a fire, this toothy spine got really gummed up with material because they're so close together. It looks to me like what the snowman did is take a standard cutoff wheel, such as this one, on a 4.5-inch grinder and just kind of sliced in there. It fits perfectly. To me, that makes the most sense. And then he just stopped and called it good, called that a toothy spine. And it did not work at all for grinding up small shaving. By comparison, this is the Steel Eagle by Tops Knives. And you can see how far apart those teeth are at the very bottom of them. Here's the Alpha Tracker, and here is the Steel Eagle. So what I have begun doing is using my drill press to drill out these slots right here, just to spread those teeth out so that they don't get gummed up with fine material as I'm grinding wood up to make a fire. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 already here, and then here they are as I received the knife from Snowtack Knives. Here we go. After a trip on the drill press, you can see that these teeth are much more spaced out than what they were with that simple cutoff wheel. I think this is just a 3/16 of an inch bit. You could probably get away with maybe a 1/4 of an inch bit, whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
It just has to be rough and gritty and sharp to get through that material. When I put this on the drill press a few times, I didn't get that blade exactly where I wanted it underneath the drill bit. So what I'm going to do right now is put this knife in the vise and use an angle grinder to kind of open up this top edge right here just a little bit so that these teeth will get into that material and make my fine shavings so I can start a fire fast. Here we go. That diamond wheel on my angle grinder worked very well on that. It just opened up these teeth so that I can get into that wood material and really get good bites and grind that stuff up. Next, what I want to do is take each tooth and kind of offset it. One tooth is going to be angled just ever so slightly to one side, while the next is angled ever so slightly to the other side. Let's take a look at that on the Steel Eagle. Each tooth is offset to the other. That's what I'm going to do with the Alpha Tracker next. Okay, that 4-inch angle grinder wheel really did the job pretty quickly. And as I run my finger across this toothy spine, I can feel that offset because I took just that bottom edge off that spine off of every other tooth, and it is much more aggressive, and I really don't think this thing is going to get gummed up with material as I'm grinding small material for a fire. The next step is I'm just going to hit this thing with a round diamond and clean it up a little bit, and then I'm going to take it outside and start tearing stuff up with it. Here we go.